Tonight on Southwest Local News. 15-year-old facing court after reckless use of modified e-bike. Hot water for Victorian Liberal Party after member steps down after remarks leaked. Amy Shark returning to Warrnambool to perform November the 12th. And in sport, Allensford will face Naranda in grand finals at the Reed Oval tomorrow.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. A 15-year-old male will face court after being caught last night in Lava Street, Warrnambool, riding his e-bike in excess of 50 kilometres per hour. The speed limit for e-bikes in Victoria is 25 kilometres per hour. The bike had been modified to go at speeds of up to 65 kilometres per hour. The rider was also not wearing a secured helmet, while the bike had no pedals or a working rear light. His bike was impounded at a cost of $1,560. Emergency services have been called to an accident in the tiny community of Paraparap near Colac. The accident happened at 11 a.m. this morning with a rolled over truck carrying building materials coming to grief. The driver was extracted and taken by ambulance to hospital in Geelong with lower body injuries. The driver was a man in his 40s. Member for Western District and State Opposition Shadow Frontbencher Bev MacArthur is in the midst of a Liberal Party storm. Victorian Liberal Party State Director Stuart Smith has stood down after a leaked message with contained disrespectful remarks he made about women in the party. The comments disparaged the Liberal Women's Council and Ms MacArthur. Ms MacArthur is the Shadow Minister for Scrutiny of Government and Local Government. Before entering Parliament, she was a councillor for Corangamite Shire. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help the family devastated by a fire in Allensford on Wednesday. Southern City Auto Salvage suffered extensive damage after a fire ripped through the business. Money raised from the GoFundMe page will help business owner Joel Matthews and his family rebound from the fire. To donate, find the link on Fitzmedia's Facebook page. A driver has luckily escaped injury after a B-double he was driving rolled onto its side. The accident happened at Wycliffe at 4:30 a.m. on Thursday morning. The truck was travelling along the Glenelg Highway and lost its load of plasterboard. Traffic divisions were in place for the township of Lake Bolac and Glen Thompson as the clean-up took place. Superstar Australian performer Amy Shark has included the Southwest on her national tour. She will play shows in Hamilton on November the 11th and Warrnambool on November the 12th. Tickets for both her shows at the Lighthouse Theatre and the Hamilton Performing Arts Centre went on sale at 10 a.m. yesterday morning. Only a handful of tickets remained for both shows. Shark last performed in Warrnambool to a full house in 2023. A question asked by Fitzmedia back in March is now one of the hottest topics in federal politics. During her visit to Warrnambool for the opening of the Gunditjmara Aboriginal Cooperative's new facility, Liberal Senator Jacinta Nampijinpa Price was posed the question if she had leadership ambitions. This week, that question is being asked by many in the Liberal Party and national media, after the senator was sacked by party leader Susan Ley from the front bench. This demotion has come due to the senator's unwillingness to publicly state her support for Ms Ley. Here is the senator's response to our leadership ambitions question in March.
Look, I certainly know that there are a lot of Australians who have expressed that'd like me to have leadership ambitions. My focus is absolutely in my portfolios and my portfolio responsibilities being for Indigenous Australians and government efficiency. And let me tell you, there is a lot of work within those portfolios to do. And first things first, we want to be able to win this next federal election so that we can change the circumstances, not just for our marginalised Indigenous Australians, but for all Australians, because Australians have been suffering under a cost of living crisis and our country needs to go in a different direction.
Warrnambool Indigenous youth groups came together on Wednesday for a great cause. Members of the Stars and Clontarf youth programs for Indigenous boys and girls took part in Out of the Shadows event. This was a 9-kilometre walk to raise awareness around suicide prevention, signifying the 9 lives lost each day to suicide. The event was supported by Woolworths, Headspace and the police.
I think a lot of people struggle with it, as like data shows and stuff, and I think it's important to get it out there now, rather than not knowing about it growing up. So today we went on a 9K walk for 9 lives to spread awareness for suicide. So we did that. It was really good to see the community together and just spreading awareness for something that affects everybody's lives.
We feel as though if they leave here with one message to take home to share with their family, that's a win. We also have Victoria Police here in Headspace, also Victorian Aboriginal Legal Aid. And I think as Southwest Healthcare, mental health also, and I think they're quite important partners to have supporting these youth as they go through their journey. And meeting faces as well, so the boys and girls know who to connect with and who to go and what to ask if should they ever need those supports.
Southwest Group, the Run Runners, are hitting the road this Sunday. Group members will be going on a charity cruise on their motorbikes and cars to raise money for the Black Dog Institute. The cruise will begin at the Flying Horse at 10:30 a.m, where it will begin the journey to Port Fairy before returning to Warrnambool and landing at Lake Patobe at 12:30 p.m. Local businesses have donated prizes for a junior raffle and a main one. Local Jake Hicks says everyone is invited.
Absolutely everyone's invited. If you've got a bike, if you've got a car, if you've got a boat with wheels that can handle being on the highway, come on down. So the Run Runners Adventure Club, we founded 2 years ago. We're a group of outdoorsmen. We love hunting, camping, fishing, motorbiking, whatever it is you can do outside, that's what we're all about. And we've had a few people and a few friends that we've known that have lost their lives to suicide. Tomorrow being World Suicide Prevention Day, we wanted to honour that. So we're putting on this event to raise money, to raise awareness for suicide prevention, all the money going to the Black Dog Institute. So it's a community get-together of support. That's pretty much what we're doing.
That's all making general news, and we'll hear from our advertisers and then we'll dive into sport ahead of the highly anticipated grand finals.
At Bloom's the Chemist, our team are proud to be truly community-minded, putting you first in everything we do. We're passionate about providing you and your family with the highest level of care through genuine relationships and personalised advice. With a wide range of health services and quality products at the best possible price, it's no wonder we're at the centre of your healthcare needs. Visit Bloom's the Chemist today and experience the Bloom's difference for yourself. 143 to 149 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Come get your Sunday roast at the Kelly Hotel. Farm fresh beef from Union Station, our perfected Yorkshire puddings and roasted cheesy cauliflower. The perfect Sunday roast. Book your table at the Kelly Hotel.
The Warrnambool Travel Expo is back for 2025 at the Warrnambool Function Centre. Covering all 7 continents of the world, you'll be sure to find a great deal and exclusive offers. Entry is free 10 a.m. until 1 p.m, Sunday, September 14th.
SHB Lending's Tony White has developed his customer-first approach over 30 years in the banking and finance industry. That experience allows Tony to provide valuable insights to his clients. Tony is passionate about seeing his clients achieve financial success. SHB Lending helps you manage financial arrangements, guiding you through key life moments. If you're thinking finance, it's simple. Think Tony White, SHB Lending.
Pepper's Pizza is now open with a fresh new menu. Pepper's has vegetarian, vegan and gluten-free options, as well as low-carb pizza bases and a variety of family favourite sides. With online ordering now available, ordering couldn't be easier. Pepper's Pizza, open 7 days.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back. First making news in sport, Allensford will tomorrow be hoping to end a long District League Senior Football Premiership drought. The Cats have not won the flag since 1987 and will go into the grand final against Naranda as favourites. The Cats beat Naranda twice during the season and have won their both finals. The Blues have reached the grand final the hard way, advancing through the elimination final. They are after their 4th straight premiership. Allensford captain Brett Hunger is looking forward to the occasion.
Obviously, a lot of respect for them as a team. They've been there, done it before. That'll sort of be the tail of the tape. It always, to me, it sort of always starts in the midfield. Obviously, they've had a really well-respected backline for many years and sort of built a lot of success off that. But I think sort of John Paul and Danny Craven, James Wilshire, the ones who run through that midfield are really sort of key to sort of limiting their impact. And yeah, we really feel like we've got the midfield to go and match it with them and sort of give them some issues. So yeah, I think it sort of starts in the midfield.
Naranda and Merivale will line up for what is shaping as a classic District League A-grade netball grand final tomorrow. The Blues went through the season undefeated and looked locked in for their 4th straight flag. But the Tigers defeated them in the second semi-final to level the playing field. Both captains Georgia Paulin from Naranda and Georgia Martin from Merivale are ready for an epic battle.
I think it's so easy to stay motivated because you know you're doing it for the group of girls that you're playing with. It's not necessarily obviously an individual thing going into a grand final. You know, if you're not playing as a team, you're not going to get over the line. So I think the last few years we've been very lucky in the teams that we have had and being able to have that connection on the court and off the court. I think that's huge. So I think that's very motivating knowing you've got a good bunch of girls.
For me personally, I've only ever been in 2 grand finals in my life. I've lost both of them, so I suppose that speaks to form. But so it means a lot to me. It's like, you know, it's the biggest sort of stage of the year, and it's the biggest achievement that we can get of the year. I love the fact that it's like it's all the team together. It's not an individual accolade, it's all of us. And, you know, that's what you play for, that camaraderie. And for the club, you know, we just really want to get the job done for Alicia and, you know, all the girls. But, you know, Karts has been chasing it for a few years now. And we want to get it done for her and really put the cherry on top for her at the end of the day.
North Warrnambool Eagles will be looking to mark a personal milestone with team success. Star on-baller Matthew Wines will play his 350th game for the Eagles against Koroit in the second semi-final tomorrow. Wines is only the second player behind Koroit's Damien Dobson to reach 350 games in Hampden League history. On Sunday, traditional rivals South Warrnambool and Warrnambool will play in the first semi-final at Camperdown. In the netball, South Warrnambool will play Koroit in the second semi-final, while Warrnambool faces Cobden in the first semi-final. That's all making news in sport, and today in Warrnambool, a partly cloudy day with a top of 15 degrees and showers in this afternoon. After the break, we'll take a look at the rest of the forecast.
DCM Automotive is your local automotive specialist. Based in central Warrnambool, DCM provide a full range of automotive services, from general servicing through to computer diagnostics and fault finding. DCM do it all. Call Daryl today.
Did somebody say KFC? Yep, we sure did. KFC's new East Warrnambool store is now open at Gateway Plaza. The same flavours you love with a new dining experience. After many years in the making, it's finally here. KFC, now open at Gateway Plaza.
Imagine a ritual that changes the future of your skin. At Mira Skin, treatments are designed to deliver visible results within a moment of calm. Every experience is personalised, combining clinical-grade skincare with advanced technology. I'm here to restore your skin's resilience and soothe your soul. Mira Skin, beautiful skin by the sea.
Coastline Cut and Core is your only concrete cutting and coring specialist in the southwest. Demolition works, renovation modifications and repairs and maintenance of damaged concrete. Coastline Cut and Core does it all. Contact myself, Harley Higgins, today.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we're here to help you go further. Further in innovation and technology. Further in advice and solutions. Go further for the community. In sustainability. And for the future of our industry. With Nutrient Ag Solutions, there's no limit to how far your business can go.
Aqualife Pet and Aquarium is the most unique pet store in the southwest. Where else can you purchase beautiful hand-reared birds like cake parrots or red-tailed black cockatoos? If birds aren't your thing, then maybe it's the bearded dragons, the pet snakes or the stingrays that interest you. The team at Aqualife Pet and Aquarium have the knowledge to keep your pets happy and healthy for life. From rabbits to exotic tropical fish, reptiles and birds, there's no place like Aqualife Pet and Aquarium.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. A cool southwesterly flow prevails over Victoria as a large high pressure system extends a ridge over the state. Partly cloudy day with a top of 21 degrees to start the week on Monday, a top of 21 with 5 millimetres and 45 kilometre winds. Shifting over to Mortlake, a cloudy day with a top of 17 degrees and a chance of morning fog in the north. Light winds throughout the day. Sunday, a top of 20 with a partly cloudy day and 35 kilometre winds. On Monday, a top of 21 with 5 millimetres and northerly winds. In Camperdown, a top of 15 degrees with a cloudy day and light winds. On Sunday, 19 degrees and a partly cloudy day. 20 degrees on Monday with showers increasing up to 6 millimetres. In Port Campbell tomorrow, a cloudy day with a chance of morning fog and light winds throughout the day. A top of 15 degrees on Sunday and a partly cloudy day. And for Monday, a top of 19 degrees with 35 kilometre winds from the north. Returning to Warrnambool, 17 degrees with a medium chance of showers. On Sunday, a top of 21 degrees with a partly cloudy day. Monday, expecting 5 millimetres and a partly cloudy day with 40 kilometre winds. That's all from the team this week on Southwest Local News, and we'll update you again on Monday. Have a great and safe weekend. I'm Sharna Rogers with peace. Good night.